Hello and welcome to the Winner Vibe. Arsenal 2, Wolves 1. Um, it was a crazy game. I have to say it was crazy enough for us losing against Aston Villa last weekend, but this was probably crazier in a way. We did our level best to lose the game or lose points, somehow managed to win. Own goal FC, Wolves have conceded probably the most own goals by any Premier League team. But I thought they played really well. Um, let's see, the next, he started off with a very solid team. Yeah, Ben White, we got Saliba back in the squad. Calafiri was not available because he had his fifth yellow card, so we got Nkapie filling in as left back. But overall, very strong side to choose from. Um, it was interesting to see Odegaard being replaced by Eza, but it made sense because Odegaard himself was coming back from an injury. I thought we started pretty well, dominating a lot of position, but not creating a lot of chances. We had like two shots not on target for the first 15 minutes or so. And then from the uh, cross that we had, Zubimendi had this ball, he hit it back into the opposition half, and you see Wang Yichan is just outside the his own box was running towards goal to our goal. Once he got the ball, he was the furthest forward, like beating everyone. Zubimendi, everyone was trying to catch up with him, but he was the only Wolves player there. I also marked Ben White there. I thought until then he was really good playing with Saka. You see the combinations coming back and playing very inside. I think he was given clear instruction to play an inside role, kind of similar to Calafiori. But he was also doing overlaps with Saka. But he ended up at this point where he put the next slide. He was struggling, and that's because he got a hamstring injury. It seems like he'll be out for 3 weeks. But that's a real danger that Arsenal had straight at Raya this shot. Of course, there's so many defenders catching up, but that was a really important Arsenal that Wolves had in this game. Late in the first half, square pass, you see Nkapie was trying to get to the ball but lost his balance, and Larson got the ball on the second slide. You see how Nkapie was able to get back and block the shot. In between this, Arsenal created a couple of chances. There's still no chance on target. There was one clear chance that I thought Martinelli should have buried. He was left empty, unguarded in a corner, and when the corner was hit by Declan Rice, and he missed the goal from about 3 yards out. Um, Second half started. I want to talk more about the goal that Arsenal conceded before we talk about the second half. This is what Arteta was saying post game. We were really poor, like the three. I think about 6 or 7 minutes after Trossard had a chance near post, we conceded a goal. This is in the 89th minute. You see the gap between Saka and the player who's Mane who was trying to cross or actually having a shot and goal. That pretty much says uh, either we were not in as far as our defensive shape is concerned. We had gotten Zubimendi out by then, and Rice and Odegaard was pretty much playing sitting in front of the back 4 or 5. Sometimes it was Merino. If you see one next to Trossard there, it's Merino on the box, and Nkapie was very close to the goal scorer for Wolves. I feel it was too tight. Any whipped ball, which in this case was a whip ball, would have been just easy tap in or header for the goal for the attacker. Um, I thought he could have given him some space, or maybe should have gone goal side. But the next slide you see again is tried to get goal side, but was too late. But the header was already on point. But before that, I thought Arsenal started playing better in the second half. We started well. I think Gyökeres had a couple of chances. Saka had some chances. I think the main things that Arsenal did change was to change the momentum. Pretty much passing was more crisper. But I want to say the defending from Wolves was really good. The defensive shape, especially, was really good. Doherty didn't give any chance for Martinelli, apart from once, like in the 60th minute. But Arsenal did manage to score a goal from a corner. I thought it was supposed to be offside for Saka, but we got the corner. Saka whipped in a corner, which he tried an Olympio, which is essentially getting the ball directly to the goal. But managed to hit the goalkeeper from a rebound and went in. So own goal for the first goal. And then later on, for the final goal in the 94th minute or so, yeah, it's interesting to see Mosquera was the defender for Wolves, literally looking at um, Gabriel Jesus when the cross is coming in. He and Jesus is trying to get his run in front of Mosquera. So it was probably defensive last in this case from Mosquera, but he had a clear view of where Jesus was. A lot of space in behind for Trossard, but apart from that, not a lot of. Every player seemed to be have been taking uh, positions properly in the middle third around the penalty area. As soon as Saka had the cross, we see um, Jesus had come to the blind side of Mosquera and we missed the ball somehow, and Mosquera was able to bury it for us to make it the second own goal of the game. And that's how the game ended 2-1 is in the 94th minute. Crestfallen for Wolves. It was almost, if not as worse than the um, goal that we considered against Villa. It was pretty poor way to concede the loss to Arsenal, considering they are bottom of the table. I thought they played really well. The defensive prowess was good. Attacking wise, they didn't really have much to show. But it made sense. They were trying to get points at the Emirates, which is not easy, even though the our defenders were not present. Um, I don't think Arsenal were that poor. The defending from Wolves was made sure that we didn't really have a lot of space. Saka was our main man, definitely had a lot of chances. He created a lot of passes, which either was missed or the defenders were able to get through. Slightly disappointed by Gyökeres. He had a one shot in second half, which just swam past the outer post, but apart from that, nothing much. I think even Jesus didn't create much, but he was at least able to hold on to the ball well. Marcellus Kelly was good. He had one tackle in the second half, especially at the end where he was able to pretty much block the pass for goal for Wolves at that point. But Saka is definitely the main man. He had the most duels, like 10 plus duels for Arsenal, 10 contested and 10-1. He had the most touches in the opposition box, 6, and created 4 chances and 3 takeouts. Overall, I thought Arsenal were really lucky to get this win. We didn't expect it to be this bad, but considering the um, Wolves are battling for points, despite where they are in the position, Arsenal went for the stronger side and still was struggling. Hopefully, we have some more players back against Everton just next weekend, so we have some time between now and then. But hopefully, you guys enjoyed this video. I tried to change it a little bit to get some